I'm Michael Wargo, team pilot with FMS, and this is the new Ranger 1200 millimeter trainer. This has the Reflex V3 in it, which is an upgraded, it's a really nice stabilizer and flight control system. Um, this is pretty much the ultimate trainer for somebody who's just getting started in the hobby. In my training beginners video, this is the go-to plane for the beginners to train on. Um, I'm going to just put it through its paces a little bit today and show you how well it flies. But as a trainer, like I'm always really crazy about trying to deliver any good information to people just starting in the hobby. One of the reasons I think this is a great plane to start with is it's a high wing, tricycle gear. And for the most part, the big deal here is this plane is not just stable and very docile, but it's also pretty capable. I mean, it'll roll, it'll do things, and that little bit of control isn't something to be afraid of. That extra control is something that makes it a little easier to steer, a little easier to put the plane where you want it. And of course, if something goes a little wonky, a little more control will let you right the aircraft. But anyway, let's take it up and see how it does. That I have said in my videos about these planes, and that is this has a relatively small front wheel. So one of the only disadvantages I've seen so far of this plane is the small front wheel. Sometimes it'll get caught up in the grass, so it's a good idea to take off a little quicker with it. If you're on concrete or any sort of nice short grass, it's never an issue at all. But I do want to tell you, it's got an amazing flight control system in it. And of course, a big deal is it features a safe mode. That means whatever position it's in, you flick the switch all the way down or all the way up, however you set it, and this plane will automatically right itself. And that's a big deal for beginners, because there are the times when you can get a little scared and a little lost, and it'll right the plane, at least give you a chance to settle yourself and regain control. So anyway, there we go. Anyway, the big deal about this plane is, as you're watching this turn, you see the wing just literally not move. How absolutely stable it is. Watch locked in straight. I'm literally not touching the radio. That's the wind blowing it across the runway a little bit. But this plane is so docile, so stable. Again, once you put it off and it's level, the gyro, all my hands are off the aircraft right now. It's literally just flying itself. And it's staying very, very straight.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
I really enjoy flying it. Like I said, it's a fairly capable aircraft. Not only does it fly nice and straight and things like that, but as you can see here, look, it's got a lot of elevator authority. It's got a lot of power. Enough rudder authority to do a stall turn or a hammerhead. Again, the wind is crabbing this thing, making it turn in one direction. But as you can see, wow, how nice it can do all these maneuvers. It's got a really nice roll rate. That's fairly fast for a high wing trainer, but you can slow it down. But my recommendation is to add enough expo so that it's very docile like this. You see, it turns nice and smooth. But on the same token, if you really need the aircraft, to roll, you can hit the sticks all the way over and it'll roll relatively fast. If you are a more experienced pilot, of course, this plane will fly aerobatically. I'll kind of demonstrate a little bit of that. I will kind of let's do some point rolls. See how nice they look. going to come back down the runway and do a knife edge pass. This requires a little mixing for the experienced pilot, but it will definitely, again, you know, you can definitely fly a really nice knife edge on this thing if you really want to.
-1 minute.
I kind of like very much like a knife edge circle. You know, I always think this looks great. Anyway, another thing I want to discuss with you and show you is the safe technology. I'm going to put the plane up high. I'm going to put it in a really wonky spot. Okay, so it's just falling and turning. I hit the safe.
Full safe mode.
And look what it does. Dead level immediately.
AS3X plus only.
So I'm going to do it again. I'll put it up like this and inverted like that in a wonky spot. Watch. Hit the switch.
Mode.
Rolled right over. Perfect.
AS3X plus only.
Now, when you are on that safe mode,
full safe mode,
okay, it's a little difficult to steer. It doesn't want to steer or anything very much. It'll stay level, but you have to get off of it to be able to, you know, regain reasonable control over it. This flies on a 1300 milliamp 3-cell battery, so it flies very light on that battery. Plenty of power, as we've been demonstrating. As you can see here, the handle's really nicely inverted as well. We can look how nice and stable and slow and low. Anyway, this aircraft is a lot of fun. I think anyone would enjoy it. You know, it's especially good for beginners. Small spaces, absolutely perfect. And you can see, even with the crazy wind like this and it's crabbing so badly, it's still pretty docile landing.